Alright, what's going on, guys? It's D-Borp. I'm going to be explaining a buffer overflow attack in 5 minutes or less. This is episode 1 of this series. I'll be doing more episodes and also be posting fucking Roblox scripts or whatever the fuck you guys want. But yeah, let's just get right into this. I figured let's do an actual fucking educational video for once in a while, so then you fucking idiots learn. Yeah, anyways. So a buffer overflow is a type of attack in which you overflow the buffer in a program to control the program, gain access to the user. So we'll explain this more in depth. Today, there's two types of buffer overflow attacks to go over. There's the heap and there's the stack. In this video, we're going to be going over the stack because the heap I can't be bothered, and I'll explain in the next video, I guess, or something. If you guys really want to learn more about the stack, just drop a comment, I'll go over it. But today we'll be focusing on the stack. So let's get right into this. Over here is just a little diagram that I made about it. So the step 1, I'd say, is fuzzing or spiking. Fuzzing, you're basically going to be sending a bunch of characters and a bunch of let's say data to the buffer and seeing if you can overflow it. So in these two diagrams here I have is with the vulnerability and without. So when you don't have a vulnerability, you can see how all the A's that I sent to the buffer are being kept in the buffer. So they're not leaking into the EBP or the EIP, which means there's no buffer overflow vulnerability in the stack. Over here, on the other hand, you can see there is a vulnerability because the A's have been leaking into the extended base pointer and the extended instruction pointer. And so this is a big issue because if you control the extended instruction pointer, you can basically just jump to your payload, jump to your shellcode. You can take complete action of the flow of the attack, and from there you can just compromise the system and the host, which is a big vulnerability. And so yeah, let's get right into this. So yeah, step 1 is just fuzzing. You can just send random bits of data. Usually you have computers to do this for you. You leave it on for a couple of hours, see what happens, and you come back to it. A couple of examples is like this, but it'll be a lot bigger than this, for example. Number 2, you'll be finding how many characters is the buffer's limit. So in this case, the buffer's limit would be around here where my mouse is, but once you find out the buffer's limit, from there you can overflow into these two. So if you know the buffer's limit, you know how many more characters you need to overflow into the EIP and the EBP. For example, over here you have the same case where you overflow, so you're finding how many characters. So when you find out how many characters, it's just how many A's it requires until the buffer is overflowed with characters and it can't hold it in anymore, so it leaks into the other two pointers. Number 3 going to be overwriting the EIP. And once you overriding the EIP basically means just right here how the A's are overriding it. And so if you can overwrite the EIP, you can basically control the whole program. You can control the software and you can do whatever you want. You can jump to your payload, you can jump to your fucking reverse shell, you can do whatever you want. And once you get control of that, I mean, as you can see, step 7, gain root access. That's fucking profit. That's money in the bag. But yeah, number 4, finding bad characters. That's self-explanatory. You're going to be finding bad characters, for example. Number 5, you're going to be finding the right module. If you guys don't know what the right module is, you can just Google that because that'll take a little bit too long to explain in this video. But yeah, you're going to be finding the right module. If you want a depth explanation of this entire thing, I can explain it, but I mean, this is just a simple explanation I'm going to give you guys. Number 6, you generate a payload and reverse shell. So you're just going to create a payload or reverse shell that you're going to jump to with the EIP, your extended instruction pointer. Once you jump to your payload, well, from there the program is the person is compromised, so you can root access and you basically take over. And so this is usually a big vulnerability in the olden days-ish, but it still has a pretty big vulnerability to today because most programmers don't know how to protect themselves against this. And for example, in most C++ program like softwares, there is a big vulnerability of buffer overflows unless they use ASLR. And ASLR is address-based layout randomization, which basically just randomizes the addresses, making it a lot harder for someone to overwrite the program and find the addresses to jump to. But there's other ways of bypassing it, such as memory leaks, partial EIP overwrites, etc. There's a couple of ways of bypassing it. But yeah, this is just a pretty big vulnerability that exists in most software exploitation. And so yeah, that's been buffer overflows in 5 minutes or less. If you guys would like more videos of this, like such as DDoS attacks, MITMs, like ARP spoofing, proxy chains, etc., how to stay protected, you know, just a little basic things in like 5 minutes or less you can watch in your daytime, then yeah, I mean, I'll be posting more of those. I'll also be posting Roblox videos because fuck it, why not? Anyways, this has been your boy D-Borp. I'm fucking out of here. Have a good day.